Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm back again with another one. What I got to talk about today is a situation where a mother of two was pretty much shot and killed by her own brother. And the crazy thing about this is that her brother is 14 years old, decided that because he didn't get the same amount of Christmas gifts as someone else, that the best course of action would be to get a gun and take his sister out. And it's amazing, and this is why, as a follower of the Most High, we don't celebrate Christmas in my house. We don't adhere to pagan doctrines and rituals, because this is what it does. Christmas was responsible for killing this particular woman. Really, really sad situation. Let's take a look at the story and see exactly what's going on so we can find out more. Let's check it out.
Family and friends are going to gather to remember the 23-year-old woman, a young mother, who was killed in the shooting. It happened at a home off 22nd Avenue Southwest and Trotter Road in unincorporated Largo at around 1:45 Saturday afternoon. 10 Tampa Bay's Angelina Salcido is live at the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
And Angie, you spoke to family not long ago.
Yeah, it has been a very tough Christmas Eve and Christmas for this family, now grieving the loss of this 23-year-old mother of two who deputies say was shot and killed by her own 14-year-old brother. I want you to take a look at who we're talking about here. This is Abrielle Baldwin and her two sons. You can see them in the photo there. 6-year-old Jamari and Amir, who is just 11 months old. Her sister gave me this photo after we spoke moments ago. She says their family is heartbroken about her loss in this entire situation, as they plan her funeral right before the new year.
Planning her funeral right before the new year. Absolutely amazing, right? Right before the new year, they're planning her funeral because her brother decided to take her out because he couldn't get a present. Now, he threw his life away, but it even gets even more crazy. Let's listen to the story.
Bree was killed Christmas Eve in a shooting here at her grandmother's home in Largo after deputies say a fight broke out between her 14 and 15-year-old brothers earlier in the day. Investigators say that fight was reportedly over how many Christmas gifts each brother was getting while the family was shopping.
So while the family was shopping, the brothers are fighting because of a gift. And the best course of action is, hey, you know what? I'm going to take my sister out because I'm upset because I can't get a gift. And you're wondering why we teach you to stop celebrating this tradition of Christmas, this pagan ritual, which is really about death. That's why they call it Christ's Mass, Christ's Massacre. Celebrating the death of Christ. That's what it's really about. Let's go.
She's just a woman going about life, doing her thing with her two kids, trying to make a living, trying to make it, and her brother killed her. And why did her brother kill her? Because what she said was, knock it off, leave it alone. Why are you doing this? It's Christmas. Why are you getting all upset? So he goes over and puts a bullet in her, tears up her insides, and kills her. Leaves her dead in the driveway.
Wow. All she told him is, why are you getting upset? It's Christmas time. Remember, they tell you it's supposed to be the season of cheer and joy and celebration. Well, her brother wasn't too joyful when he realized that he wasn't going to get no gifts. And he decided the best course of action is to take her out. This is crazy.
Now, we are not naming the teen brothers in this case because of their ages. The 14-year-old is the one who the sheriff says killed his sister. After that shooting, his 15-year-old brother came out and shot the 14-year-old, saying, "You shot my sister." Sheriff.
So let me get this straight. So one of them killed the sister and the other one comes out and shoots the brother. But everybody got guns. Y'all not seeing a problem here? Like, one kills the sister, she dead. While she dead over there on the floor, the other one says, hey, you killed my sister. and shoots him. The whole family destroyed now. Over what? Christmas.
Terry says surveillance video shows the shootings were only 8 seconds apart. Now, the 14-year-old is in the hospital after undergoing surgery, but will be taken into custody after he recovers. He's charged with first-degree murder, child abuse, and delinquent in possession of a firearm. The 15-year-old is in a mental health facility getting treatment after threatening to take his own life. He's charged with attempted first-degree murder and tampering with physical evidence after throwing the gun he used into a nearby yard. Now, Bree's family says that they have been trying to see the both of them, but the hospital won't let them into the hospital to go and see the 14-year-old. Tonight, they tell me they just want him to know they don't think he's a bad person. They just want him to get the help that he needs. As this investigation continues, deputies are going to work to find one of the firearms that they have not recovered and figure out if both of them have been stolen and possibly used in other crimes in our area.
You know, it's going to be said later on in their investigation that the guns may have possibly been used in some sort of crime. Eventually, that's what's going to happen. They're going to tell you that possibly in the future, they're going to say, yeah, you know, the guns was used in something else, and they're going to put these. First of all, the one who killed the sister, he gone, right? His life is over, right? He's never coming out. And I can guarantee you he's never going to come out because they're going to put him in a penitentiary with grown folk, right? He's going to get additional charges because they're going to find more bodies on those guns. Because typically where they're at, he probably got a dirty gun off somebody. And a lot of times in the hood, dudes will get guns and they don't realize that these guns got bodies on them. And they figure, hey, I got me a gun, not realizing that it got like 2 bodies and they don't know nothing. So now if they get caught with a gun, they go down for the crimes that was done with that gun. It doesn't even matter how old it was. If the crimes happened 10 years ago, if it come out that them guns have a body, you get in that charge because it's in your possession. So it's a crazy story, fam. I want to listen to another quick clip. This is from, I guess, the investigators pretty much talking about the situation. Let me see if I can find this real quick because they were talking about it and I want to see exactly what they had to say regarding this situation. I'm not going to show it on the screen. I'm just going to kind of just play the tape. You could pretty much hear it in the background. Let's see.
All right, so we're here this morning to talk about a homicide that happened here in Largo on Christmas Eve, December 24th at about 1:45 p.m. The victim in the homicide is Abrielle Baldwin, a 23-year-old black female. Her date of birth is May 5th of 2000. She went by the name of Bree and was a mom to 2 boys, a 6-year-old and an 11-month-old. We've arrested 2 people, and I'll explain the incident as to what happened. The first person that was arrested is DeMarcus Coley. He's a 14-year-old black male. Date of birth is May 2nd, 2009. And he's been charged with first-degree murder, child abuse, and being a delinquent in possession of a firearm. The second is Darkus Coley. He's a 15-year-old black male. Date of birth is January 31st, 2008. And his charges are attempted first-degree murder and tampering with physical evidence. So this is what happened. On Christmas Eve, as I said, December 24th, Abrielle Baldwin, her 10-month-old son, her 6-year-old son, her 14-year-old brother, DeMarcus, her 15-year-old brother, Darkus, and their mother, Joyce Birch, who's a black female with a date of birth of June 25th, 1984, went Christmas shopping at a store here in Largo. While they're shopping, 15-year-old Darkus was jealous that their mother, Joyce, was getting 14-year-old DeMarcus more gifts than he was receiving. So they had this family spat about who was getting what and what money was being spent on who, and they're having this big thing going on in the store, and they're all arguing with each other. They left the store and headed to their grandmother's house, and they're having this big spat about what happened while shopping and who's getting what and who didn't get what for Christmas. So this is just normal what people do when they have these young kids getting spats like this. And of course, I'm saying this sarcastically because he's all mad at his brother about what his brother was getting and is not getting. He stood in the doorway and he took out his .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun and he pointed it at Darkus and told him he was going to shoot him in the head. So you got the 14-year-old who's mad at the 15-year-old because mom's not buying equal amounts of gifts. They get to grandma's house and he takes out his gun and tells him he's going to shoot him in the head. DeMarcus then began arguing with Abrielle and used some...
I mean, think about what's going on here. You have a 14 and 15-year-old arguing over gifts, and one is literally telling the other one that he's going to shoot him in the head. And this is all going on like the eve of Christmas. Y'all can't see that Christmas is evil and how there's always going to be a blood sacrifice. People normally always die around these holidays. Y'all can't see that? Like, that's literally what's happening. It's absolutely crazy, fam. Brothers now that should be getting along and whatnot, but for some odd reason, they're not even getting along. Really messed up story. And the woman is dead. She literally just left the land of the living, didn't even make it to see the new year. Let's go.
Very, very derogatory language that I won't repeat at all, and all kinds of profanity, and stated that he was going to shoot her and that he was going to, quote, shoot the baby too.
Wow.
DeMarcus then moved toward Abrielle and shot her in the chest with a .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun, again, while she's carrying the baby. Abrielle fell to the ground, so did the baby. The baby wasn't hurt because the baby was in a carrier. So when DeMarcus falls to the ground, Darkus comes out of the house. And again, Darkus is 15, and he takes out his .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun because, again, I'll say this sarcastically, just normal that all these kids, that's what you do, right? You just carry handguns. When you get in a spat with your sibling, you take out your guns, you have a gun battle. So he takes out his gun and tells DeMarcus, so Darkus tells DeMarcus, quote, you shot my MF sister, and then Darkus shot DeMarcus one time in the stomach.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Abrielle Baldwin was transported to Largo Medical Center Hospital here in Largo with a single gunshot wound to her chest, and she was pronounced dead at the hospital. Basically, the round went in through her left arm into her chest area, went across, went into both lungs, all kinds of internal bleeding. She bled out, and it popped both lungs. She couldn't breathe. DeMarcus was transported to a hospital where he underwent surgery. He's in custody, remains in the hospital, is in stable condition, and upon release, he'll be transferred to the custody of the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. The Pinellas Pasco State Attorney's Office is going to review the case and decide whether to charge DeMarcus as an adult with the first-degree murder of his sister. Darkus, again the 15-year-old, made self-harm statements after we picked him up at the location where he was in Clearwater, and he is right now in a secure mental health facility, and he'll be charged with attempted first-degree murder and tampering with evidence and transported to the Pinellas Juvenile Assessment Center upon his release from the mental health facility.
Wow. Amazing. Entire family destroyed, sister's dead, one in a mental health hospital. The other one is going to be tried as an adult. I can guarantee you that that's gonna happen. They normally do that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna allow that young man to be back on the streets. So, you know, the mother's gone. She has kids. The kids are without a mother. So now the children are now gonna have to go either with a relative or possibly, you know, the state. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna real unfortunate situation, man. And all of this is over Christmas gifts, mind you. So, hey, y'all, we're going to get up on out of here, man. What's your thoughts on this? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Just another tragic story. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to the family. The mom probably was just doing her best, trying to take care of everybody, trying to make everybody happy for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't celebrate no pagan rituals, no pagan holidays, and so on and so forth. I'm too busy trying to deal with this TD Jakes situation. And for whatever reason, this story pops up on my feeds and whatnot. So, hey, We're going to get back to talking about TD Jakes and continuing on with our broadcast regarding the stories of, surviving TD Jakes. But this story right now is pretty much out there. Everybody's talking about that. And it's just sad, a mother gone because her son won a gift. Absolutely crazy, fam. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Ringo TV Reactions. Getting back to this work, man. We got a lot of content to do, man. So make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. You already done know what it is. We're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace. We out of here.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.